distinguished guests, by the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding and conferral of qualifications in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. I therefore award and confer qualifications to and on all the candidates presented by the Dean of the respective faculty present to this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualifications to and on those whose names appear in the program but who are not present here today. You may be kindly seated.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. My name is Professor Matsidiso Mogele Magalwa, and I am the Vice Dean for Research, Engagement, and Internationalization in the Faculty of Education. I am the Program Director for this evening, and it is indeed my pleasure to welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of the Faculty of Economic Management Sciences at the University of the Free State. It is therefore my honor to invite the Vice-chancellor and the Principal of the University of the Free State, Professor Hester Klopper, to deliver the welcome address. Let us welcome the Vice-chancellor and the Principal of the University of the Free State.
Mr. Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, parents, family, friends, and of course, the most important here tonight is our graduates. Welcome to the graduation ceremony here at the University of the Free State. This is the 7th of 19 graduations that is taking place over an 8-day period. And in this week, we will be graduating around 8,000 graduates. So today is indeed a special day, as we have only for today graduated 1,283 graduates in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences. And you are one of them. So give yourself a round of applause. Yes. Economic and Management Sciences is a faculty that is renowned for equipping students with cutting-edge, relevant skills in economics, accounting, business management, marketing, finance, and public administration. Skills that are indeed highly sought after in the global workplace. There are few occasions that holds the significance as a graduation ceremony, both for you, but also for those that have supported you along the way. Many of you had to overcome challenges during the journey that got you here today. Many of you are also the first in your families to achieve this accomplishment, and what a significant milestone. So all of you have earned this moment. Not only does it represent the culmination of years of dedicated work and studies, but it's also the beginning of a journey as most probably economic architects, business leaders, and financial stewards of our society, and I want to add also of our country. Graduates, you have had the privilege and the honor to study here at this remarkable university, 121-year-old institution. And it's indeed a proud history of excellence and of impact. But today, it is shifting once again from being a student and adding to your resume being a graduate from the University of the Free State. And as an alumni of the university, I want to invite you to stay connected to your alma mater and play a role in bringing together a vibrant alumni community. And for those of you who is planning to continue your postgrad studies further, I really want to invite you to make University of the Free State your first choice. Although the mission of our university has always been to equip you with knowledge and skills, indeed, it is around making a difference in your field, but equally important has been the values of our university. And it's these values that we hope will enable you to make a difference in your communities. And we trust that you have had an outstanding university experience, and that has contributed to great intellectual but also personal growth. Our institutional values of excellence, innovation and impact, accountability, care, social justice and sustainability will continue to guide you as you embark on your journey further. And as you step into the world beyond the University of the Free State, remember that education is the most powerful tool that one can have. I urge you to use it, create positive change, constructively question the status quo, and pursue your passion with determination. The future may seem uncertain, but it is filled with possibilities, waiting for your unique talents and contribution. And as you embark on the next adventure, please carry the lessons with you. And I want to say, forge your way forward with courage. And that reminds me of former President Nelson Mandela, who had a wonderful saying about courage. And he said, courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but it is he, and may I add she, who conquers that fear. So let's celebrate your success today, cherish these moments and the memories, and conquer your future, embrace the future fearlessly, and go out and explore with courage. Congratulations once again, University of the Free State graduates. We salute you, and you make us proud. Thank you.
Thank you for the warm and inspiring welcome address, Professor Klopper. Your words have indeed set the tone for this special occasion. As the program director, it is my responsibility to share with you some of the following house rules. The university makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. Those who arrived after the pre-ceremony announcements are requested to refer to the graduation event program. Today is a time to celebrate the achievements of each graduate. Hearing the full names of each student being announced is important to everyone. You are therefore asked to limit cheers and loud exclamations, making them short enough for everyone to hear the announcements of the next student. We strive to conduct the graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner and ask that you refrain from leaving the hall before the end of the proceedings to avoid disturbing the ceremony. You are also asked to please keep your cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. It is now my honor to introduce the members who are with us on the stage this evening. Our Honorable Chancellor, Professor Bonam Mohale. Vice-chancellor and Principal, Professor Hester Klopper. Our guest speaker, Ms. Brown. Acting Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic, Professor Paul Obenholster. Acting Registrar, Ms. Debbie van Langenweg. Representative of the Executive Director, Student Affairs, Ms. Pulani Malefane. Campus Principal, Kwakwa Campus, Professor Prince Ngobeni. The Dean of Economic and Management Sciences, Professor Philip Berger. Representative of the Dean of Education, Dr. Setembele Ndovela. Representative of the Dean of Health Sciences, Dr. Nokutula Tlalajwe Mohotla. Representative of the Dean of the Humanities, Professor Tsukulo Makutwane. Representative of the Dean of Law, Dr. Shelton Mota Mokore. Representative of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Professor Benita Zush. Representative of the Dean of Theology and Religion, Professor Joseph Padi. ISRC President, Ms. Mpho Maloka. At this moment, I invite you to a musical performance that adds a touch of the celebration to our ceremony. Our music item for this evening features a song that was written especially for the University of the Free State called Together. The song was written by Debbie Brink, and it celebrates the strength of unity, the beauty of diversity, and the spirit of inclusivity at GovSys, a journey that connects us all. The song was released on YouTube in October 2024. To perform the song for us this evening, please welcome Mlindo Zamazulu and Mario Lategan, accompanied by the Free State Youth Orchestra.
fight for tears. And now
we'll make it count. This is our start. Together,
give our best, give our best. Together, together, recover, recover.
Quando di buoni sugo si tanga la guaio. Una wotegi, maya yifoko yisiki ya sempino. Nzima, mama. Mama domesi,
Thank you, Cherish, for the creativity.
thank you very much for the beautiful and uplifting performance. Let's give them another warm round of applause. The moment has arrived. A moment of pride, a moment of joy, and a moment of a great significance. And for that reason, I'm pleased to introduce the Dean of the Faculty of Economic Management Sciences, Professor Berger, who will present his candidates.
Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you in the Faculty of Economic and Management Sciences: certificates, diplomas, bachelor's degrees, and master's degrees. Higher Certificate in Economic and Management Sciences, Administration. Mashlaba B.R. Maraka S.P. Murosi E.B. and obtained a certificate with distinction. Chwale J.M. Khadebe A.S. and obtained a certificate with distinction. Vani P.S. and obtained a certificate with distinction. Tameng R. Skalkwijk R.D. and obtained a certificate with distinction. Williams L.B. and obtained a certificate with distinction. Vuyeleni L. Higher Certificate in Economic and Management Sciences, Commerce. Duiker T.W. Gumede L.C. Mbambisa T.M. Molelo Watladi R. Hadebe KC and obtained a certificate of distinction. Sibozo A and obtained a certificate with distinction. Mulder P.J. Higher Certificate in Management Development. Chwili Maele B.D. Mosiane P. Mochabi K.M. Os D. Senokwane H.N. Setsetse G.P. Swart C.J. Swarts V.V.C. Postgraduate Diploma in Business Administration. Dlamini N.R. Ditebe T.M. Dwesini L. José L.L. Keheke M. Konza I.M. and obtained a diploma with distinction. Lemena I. Letia P.R. Diporto M.A. obtained a diploma of distinction. Machlaba T.K.V. Maestri T.P. Makai L. Makwalwa M. Mangate B. and obtained a diploma of distinction. Mbochane OR and obtained a diploma of distinction. Mochwasi S and obtained a diploma of distinction. Monareng TD. Mosilane KP. Motibi RM and obtained a diploma of distinction. Moyikwa VA. Nakane LP. Ndelapi S. Mtele SN. Pariachi JK. Punawasi SE and obtained a diploma of distinction. Rapurun Juane P. Saint-Pierre FJ and obtained a diploma of distinction. Samson HV and obtained a diploma of distinction. Sanaha MG and obtained a diploma of distinction. Sebolai T. Sheane KW. CBCS. Skosana SM and obtained a diploma of distinction. Sonopo TP and obtained a diploma with distinction. Tati NJ. Shabalala MA. Hey, good to see you. Fundisa CAS. Bachelor of Management Leadership. Bum L. Poseidon Note N and obtained a degree with distinction. Chomi R. Lebelo MN. Leputing DS. Makashalala D. Mbele RM. Motopeng Mabusela MM. Mocheche MP. Mocheche TB. Motopela LJ. Mochumi T. November S. Potgieter EF. Ruda PP. Soul TS. Shabalala NG. Siu MF. Bachelor of Commerce with specialization in Human Resource Management. Van Heerden HC. Higher Certificate in Economic and Management Sciences. Motsweneng K. Master of Business Administration. Hansi Arendse TM. Isaacs TL. Kolwane N. Kobesi CV. Kota KC. Ledwaba LJ. Lejala T. Leporta KE. Machomo MM. Makubu P. Maluisane, TH. Maluleki, TT. Matsoso, SS. Matthias PJJ and obtained the degree of distinction. Molebatsi TJ. Motla Holwa GA. Mutua ETN. Ndivane MA. Pume TA. Vesi MB. That's it.
Thank you, Professor Berger, for presenting the candidates of the Faculty of Economic Management Sciences. And to our graduates, congratulations once again. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker for this evening. Ms. Khadija Brown is a seasoned financial and economic expert with an extensive background in both the public and private sectors. She is currently pursuing a Master of Business Administration in International Finance at Haley International Business School. This builds on her solid academic foundation, which includes a bachelor's degree in management and leadership, economics and finance from the University of the Free State, as well as studies in economic policy and planning at Wits University. Her accolades include ACFE African Membership Award for Combating Fraud, the Top Empowerment Women's Award for 2022, the Standard Bank Top Women Award, the Congress of Business and Economic Leadership Award, and recognition for achieving 5 clean audits in the Free State Provincial Government. I am pleased to present Ms. Khadija Brown, who will deliver the keynote and the congratulatory message.
Baie dankie. Thank you very much. Kia leboa, Program Director. Chancellor and Vice-chancellor, it has come to an end. I think today was a beautiful day celebrating with just over 1,200 students together with all their families. We had the energy of close to about 4,500 people spending the day with us, and that is just overwhelming and so absorbing. So thank you very much for having me, and to your entire team for their professionalism and everything we've experienced today. To the executive and leadership of the University of the Free State, but most importantly to you graduates today. And although this is a very cozy and comfy team of individuals and people, it does not take away this accolade and this beautiful recognition of hard work. So I'm going to say Dumelang, Bomele Bondate, because I think that we've got some older individuals in the room with experience who have been studying and working and experiencing, trying to complete their first degree during, or even a second degree during, their adulthood, which is not very, very easy. I did it when about 15 plus years ago. I see some of my lecturers that raised me to be who I am today. And I can tell you this, I've never looked back. This university has provided me with a steadfast foundation of ethical leadership, management in terms of providing what's greater good for communities, for humankind, taught me about group work and working with people. And my term in politics has also taught me about negotiation skills. And that we learned from this university, and specifically the school, the business school of the University of the Free State. So the atmosphere has not changed. Even, like I said earlier, even if we are a smaller group, I still feel the fire. And today the theme of my talk was really about fueling the future, the power of economic and commerce minds in South Africa. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you, the community, and South Africa and our people. I too, from a young graduate of this very university, to an entry-level account analyst at Standard Bank, to the MEC of the Free State province, holding a portfolio of finance or treasury, and now just recently appointed as the Special Economic Advisor of the Deputy President of the Republic of South Africa. If I could do it under such humble beginnings, with people very similar, with the same culture, the same mindset, the same drive, such as all of you sitting here today, you can do it. And even if it may not be in government, even if it may be in your business, in the commerce environment, in the private sector, or wherever it is that you are in, know that you're making world decisions. Because that link between the social compact of this country, and that social compact is government, business, industry, and civil society. None of us can operate and really achieve and be successful or prosperous on our own. It needs every one of us to make South Africa work. So it's really an honor for me to stand here before you today. And you are minds that don't necessarily only shape policy. And what I mean by that is that even if you're not in government, again, it means that as civil society, as a voice, as a collective, you have got a bigger voice than those that are in Parliament. Because before we pass a bill, before we pass any white paper, it has to go through public participation. And that public is every single individual sitting in this room here today. And with the government of GNU, we are anticipating that more individuals have become involved in social activism. And understanding economics, be it in the certificate or the diploma or an honors degree or a master's degree, it gives you a more factual understanding of what it is that we need to do in this country to make it better. So your mind that shapes policy, drives innovation, you could influence markets, you could help build a more inclusive and prosperous South Africa and the world. I don't want to just speak to your intellect today, but I want to speak to your ambition, your drive and your purpose. Prof. Berger and I laughed a little earlier because the first two sessions, I asked everybody, do you remember a paper that we wrote? It was the worst paper called Who Am I? And people were like, no, we don't know that. And Prof says to me, this is the group that's going to tell you about Who Am I? So do you still write that paper? Aha, it's terrible, right? It's the worst thing to talk about yourself. But let's understand that as you try to shape the world and as you're trying to make a difference out there to broader communities, you need to understand self. And a little bit somewhere in my speech, I talk about healthy mind, body, soul, spirituality. Because if you cannot make healthy decisions for yourself, how are you anticipated to make healthy decisions for a collective? So in a country where we're facing the rise in debt to GDP, increase in VAT, increase in tariffs by the United States of America, volatility in our currency, an economic outlook over the next 2 years that projects 1.6% GDP growth, and various conflicts around the world, you chose this faculty, you chose this field. And sometimes we wonder, why do we do this to ourselves? But you know what? It's not an easy path, but it's a powerful path. And you need to understand the responsibility that lies within your mind, within your hands, and within the decisions that you make. Because that power eventually then results in decision-making, not only for your business, but for the broader aspect of what we want to achieve. So the understanding of people, resources, decision-making, it's not just about theory and data. It's not just about ensuring that we understand the statistics. It's about those specific decisions where we can solve real-world problems, African solutions for the South African child. And that is from poverty to inequality, to inflation and to sustainability. It's the only way we're going to move this country forward, and we can only do it with all of you. I wondered today, how am I to motivate any one of you? Well, I was most motivated back there. I'm driven to finish my master's. I'm driven to finish a doctorate. And I want to do that PhD because you are motivating me. And imagine how many more people you have motivated in your adulthood to go back to school and really achieve more and do better for yourselves. So it's a calling. We are going to have a world of many more thinkers who understand the complexity, but also make decisions with compassion. We have about 8,000 individuals in this April graduation from this university. That's going to go out there, some unemployed, some that are employed but may not see a promotion because there's no availability of positions, because the economy is not looking too good. But know that as we intend to work on changing the landscape of this country, jobs, innovation, and change in the way we think needs to happen first, and it starts with every one of you here today. So stay curious, ask those difficult questions, challenge what you read, but most of all, believe that your voice matters. One day, it won't just be in this auditorium, or in a lecture hall, or in a boardroom, or in a parliament, or in your office, or a grassroots movement. It will be a think tank. It will be a nation, and it will be the world, not just for you and me, but for our children, our grandchildren, for South Africa, for Africa. So ladies and gentlemen, we're not just raising corporate business people, we're raising world leaders. Business gets highly involved in politics and vice versa. So this is your time. Let us shape it together and never forget. We didn't just study because we want to just study this specific field. We studied because we want to change it. So those war cries that I hear, the halalas that I hear, the halala, it belongs to every single one of you today. Congratulations. Go out there and build a future. I thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Ms. Brown, for gracing us with such a powerful keynote address and, of course, heartfelt congratulatory message. Let us give her another warm round of applause. I would like to call upon the Chancellor, Professor Bonam Mohale, to conclude the proceedings for tonight.
If wealth is the inevitable outcome of both hard work and enterprise, then every woman in Africa should be a dollar billionaire. We thank Khadija Brown for many things. but we thank you for being the embodiment, this notion of the intersectionality between race, gender, and class, but also for giving us hope that it is possible. We also thank you for imploring and mandating every single solitary one of us that, consistent with one of our value set causes of social justice, if it is to be, it is up to us to fix these past injustices. I'm hoping that as a direct result of a motivation and inspiration, we'll go out and create holding spaces so that the majority of our people can participate in the economy of this country. Not to reach their fullest potential, just to participate. Because you see, when you are one of initially 7% of the people who are blessed to go to institutions of higher learning, now we've increased that to 11%. When you have an opportunity to enter the spaces that the majority of our people don't ordinarily occupy, you really only have two choices. On the one hand, you can choose to continue to be the one and only celebrated, palliated, and highlighted. On the other hand, you might want to kick down those doors to bring in people that look like you. I thank Professor Hester C. Klopper for accepting the challenge to lead us as the brand new Vice-chancellor of the University of the Free State. Let's put our hands together. Re se re fihlile pheletsong ya mosebetsi wa rona. Lona ke re le masalla o qetela. Ba botswa ke re se ba ile ba lo robala. Ka nnete ke tshepa hore lona le tla laola le laele. Rona e be re a dumela re se re le malalalaotswe ebile dieta re rwetsetsa ntwa. Hobane ha ulo hatshwa dikgomo ha re tsheisane. Marumo a fapakana sebakeng. Ke ntwa ya lwana. Wa o tona mpa diqhasha letse o khotse moroko a o tlile ka lengwe le fatshe. Ka nnete Mosotho a re o re ke a leboha. Ho be ka ntle ka mo. Phalo e emele lesemela. Seboko se kene ka hara lehlaka la poone. Kgomo di hlule legwara, di hlule maqebele. Letlapa le thelletse ho nkga lefuta. Ke tshepa ke lona le tla laola. Le tsebe hore nka le ise lefatsheng le letjha la Kanana. This concludes the proceedings for this evening. It's been a long day. The university takes great pleasure in inviting all graduates, if you still have the energy, and your guests to exam room number 4, where tea and coffee will be served. The national anthem will now be played. After that, you are requested to remain standing while the congregation is dissolved and both the main and academic processions leave the hall. Ke ne ke kopa le rawe jwalo ka masole.
Voice
By virtue of the power vested in me as Chancellor, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.